Good morning, students of Standard 9 to English. Welcome to the English Literature class, Chapter 4, Part 1 of the poem Tiger. I'm sure you know what a tiger is, right? Yes, it is a wild animal. It's a wild animal and it's a poem written by K.K.N. Daruwala, who is an Indian poet. Now you know that tiger is also referred to as a wild animal, the national animal of India. It is called the national animal of India. So in the warm-up activity, if you see, the first thing that you come across is endangered species. Species means a particular group. What do we mean by endangered? Endangered species are those considered to be at the risk of extinction. They are not dead. They are not finished with. But they seem their numbers are so small that it is not very far off when we may lose sight of them. Meaning that there are few left of their kind, that they could disappear from the planet altogether. If we are not careful, we will lose out completely on them. Now, why are these animals so important? They have a very important role in the environmental system. So, if we lose these animals, the whole environment could be disbalanced. So, let us see the next question in the warm-up activity. List some endangered animals. Which animals are there? Asiatic lion. Do you know where they are? They are in the Gir forests of India. It is the home of these Asiatic lion. Bengal tiger, snow leopard, Nilgiri tahir, Kashmiri red stag, black buck, one-horned rhinoceros. These are 7 names here. There may be some more, but these are the 7 important ones that are endangered. Is that clear? You can see the picture of these endangered animals. Can you see some of them? Yes. Now the next question is, why are they considered endangered? Who is telling you? You can see tiger here, you hear about tigers there. How are you saying it's getting extinct or going to become extinct or they'll disappear from the planet? Their number. And what is causing this endangerment? The first is overhunting and overharvesting. Tigers are being hunted for their skins and for their bones. Habitat loss. You're cutting down the forests. Forest is the home of these animals, so they can die. When they have no home, where will they go? Highly specialized species. Some of them need to have more care to be taken, which is not given. Pollution is killing animals too. New species introduction and competition. So something new comes into the market. The old, if it is not being used, just dies out. Next is, we continue with the same thing. Next point, human-wildlife conflict. When does this conflict arise? When man wants to cut down the forest to set up a building, either to run a factory or to get some business or do something for himself. So the conflict begins. So when he removes the forests, these animals do not have a place of stay. And slowly they die because they cannot adjust and accommodate themselves everywhere, isn't it? disease, low birth rate. With all these factors, no proper homes, they don't have, there's a lot of pollution there. There is a lot of conflict for the land. What happens? The number of children born to these animals is also decreasing. Low birth rate, high genetic vulnerability, and a particular species is rare to begin with. So these are the points which tell you why they are considered endangered. So if these cases are thought over, corrected, we may save the planet with the animals. Do you think it is right to kill animals? If you accept that animals have rights, raising and killing animals for food is morally wrong. If you really think that animals have rights, they have a right to live, they should not be killed and all that, you're taking them, keeping them at home, like you keep goat and sheep at home. What is the ultimate purpose? You make them nice and fat, and then you kill them for your food. This is absolutely wrong, morally wrong. An animal raised for food is being used by others than being respected for itself. If you're using it for food, if the whole idea of keeping the goat and the sheep is to only kill it tomorrow and eat food, then you're disrespecting the animal. Don't take the trouble of raising it also. That's what it means. Next, what happens if wildlife is endangered? Okay, we read all that loss of habitat, things, etc. What will happen if they are endangered? Loss of habitat can happen. Loss of habitat happens. There are no animals. Genetic variation. Ecosystems fall apart. I just now told you, if the tiger population becomes less, the herbivorous animals will multiply by huge numbers. When they multiply by huge numbers, you need so many grasslands. If they don't get sufficient food, they will start attacking the household for other food items which you need. So it will become a challenge for the human beings to grow food for themselves and for the animals. So if the tiger population is there, it takes care of its food, which is the herbivorous animals, keeps a control there. If the herbivorous animals are controlled, you also can live. So it's a pyramid. You have to be extremely careful. So you just cannot think that by killing all the tigers, using their skin and using their bones, etc., I'll become very rich. You are asking for trouble eventually. Each and every animal on earth has as much right to be here as you and me. They are all creations of God. Saving one animal won't change the world, but it will change the world for that one animal. Maybe by protecting only one animal, you don't change the world, but for that one animal, you have made a big change. To summarize, endangered animals, meaning of endangered, protection of animals, causes of extinction, problems due to extinction, all this we have seen. Let's go to some questions. Answer the following in your notebooks. What do you understand by an endangered species? Name the animals that are endangered. Should we kill animals? What are the causes of animals becoming endangered? How will the earth be affected if wildlife is endangered? All this you have studied even in your lower classes, maybe in social studies. So I'm sure you will relate to all this and be able to answer all these questions. Thank you.